Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, here we go. Happy Monday, otherwise known as Bird's birthday today. Yeah. Having fun and celebrating. Gotta tell you, man, that's about as good as you can do a birthday, I would say.
Oh my gosh, what a great time. For someone who doesn't really like their birthday, I've enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, we came with that heat.
Yeah, changing the tune here. Definitely some good stuff. And the videos looked like a ton of fun from over the weekend. Virginia was there. She kept the party going all night on Saturday till 6:30 in the morning.
You ain't lying.
That's pretty impressive. My goodness, how about that?
You were doing karaoke in my backyard, and it wasn't quiet. Whispers over here. Whispers, Celine Dion was just, going for it and would not shut the fuck up.
I did duets with everybody.
I had to finally shut it down. Guys, it is 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, Bigfoot started unplugging all the equipment, and I was like, what? What's going on?
They couldn't believe that I had the balls to shut this down at 3
What?
Nobody unplugs my karaoke.
Yeah. I'm lucky because Virginia's friend lives next door to me. And
Okay.
they were all, her husband was over partying with us.
Right.
So if your neighbor's at your party, you're good.
And I think the other ones with the dog on the other side of me, I don't think they were in town. I think they're out of town. So it was pretty, we were kind of lawless over there.
Very
Worked
lucky.
out really well.
Yeah.
If someone just sat on the other side of the fence and just sat there and just listened, holy shit.
You didn't have anybody, any randoms like drop into the party. I know some people said, "Hey, we know where Bird lives. What time's the party start?"
No,
Okay.
nobody did. People have been real cool.
Okay. Got an email here. It says, yeah, I know where Jay Bird lives. Isn't really a mystery, but I didn't hunt for his house like the other listeners have seemed to. This morning I was heading out for some coffee, and as I was driving through my neighborhood, I see a giant bounce house in somebody's backyard. So I drive down the street, and I assume the house was on, and I recognize the front from Virginia's Instagram stories. The bird lives within walking distance from me, so we're neighbors.
Oh, look at that. I love it. If you see me out there, say hello.
Yeah.
Borrow some sugar. Mm-hmm. Isn't that what you do with neighbors?
You want some sugar?
Is that a...
Boy, if you had a neighbor that just came over and gave you sugar and then left,
Oh,
You're right.
convenient.
That would be cool.
I think you did that before, didn't you?
What's that?
The neighbor who gives you sugar?
The neighborhood gives you sugar.
remember you hooked up with your neighbor?
Oh, I'm working real slow today, guys.
That's
yes.
okay.
My neighbor did.
Well, you did eat 7 grilled cheese that I fed you.
Yes, I did. Yes, I slept with a neighbor before, and it was the worst thing.
Yes. Jody had said, "Hey, Jaybird, where did you rent your slide? We want one for a party."
I got to ask Bigfoot that,
So that one came from Jupiter Bounce.
or Virginia can tell you.
But they're kind of expensive. I would suggest shopping around because I, too, am getting a water slide for Magnolia. We don't have a pool to end it in, but we're just going to get the water slide. And I got it from a Treasure Coast company and paid half the price.
That thing was so fun.
That
Seriously,
looked absolutely amazing.
It is fun.
That was pretty cool.
It was pretty awesome.
If you're
Yeah.
looking for a fun thing, if you got a group of people and they chipped in, if you're having a
Yeah.
party, it would not be that expensive, and it's so much fun. It's
Yeah.
really worth it.
I had a good time. You had a good dude party. You had a good solid bunch of guys over there, and everybody's just kind of having some fun. And
Yes.
And then the
tearing
women
loose.
showed up.
Yeah. It sounds like you got a little bit
we
different
bring
level.
We bring the titties, but we also bring the drama.
Yeah, I get. Again, everyone's on the like the social media threads going meat market, fucking sausage fest, we had peace. We had fun.
And because it is kind of odd. And I guess it's maybe an age thing because I know in my 20s, if I would have seen an all dude party, I'd be like, this sucks, man. There's no way I'd go to that. But now a guy in my 40s, I saw that all dude party. I'm like, that would be great. It would just be dudes hanging out. Like, I don't need any chicks anymore.
They were having such fun until we girls showed up.
I felt like I was on some kind of a fucking adventure. It was great.
Yeah.
And oh boy, that adventure came to I wouldn't say quiet halt.
No, I came in loud with crawfish.
But you weren't part of the fighting or drama. You were just being a fucking bad guy wrestler, which is funny. You were being a heel. You weren't part of any of the drama.
I know. I was trying to diffuse the drama, but sometimes if a girl is hell bent on making drama, ain't nothing you can do to stop it.
That's tough.
I was trying to talk everybody down.
Which, that's how you know everything's gone to shit. When Billy the Kid over here has got to talk everyone down.
Wow.
When
Virginia's
I'm
the peacemaker?
the peacemaker and the voice of reason, you are really fucked up.
You are really... No, I'm just saying it's a really fucked up situation is what I mean.
Yeah.
Now, there's apparently some interesting stuff that's going on. There were some Instagram stories, I guess.
I mean, they've probably
happened.
disappeared by now because Insta stories, thank God, only stay up for 24 hours.
Yeah, I didn't know who was coming to my party. I knew all the dudes were coming.
There and let's see what happens.
Well, you invited dudes, and then the girls knew that they could show up at like 8 o'clock. Yeah. But those girls then invited other girls. And so there was girls there that he didn't invite, but that he was, fine with people bringing people.
Yeah,
and people. Did you hook up? I did not hook up with anybody.
He did not.
It wasn't that kind of vibe.
No, didn't happen, huh?
It's hard to hook up when girls are screaming and crying at each other.
It's tough. Nothing kills a boner like tears.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny though, like when there's drama and it doesn't involve me, I like it. I think it's kind of funny, and I was trying to diffuse it, but I was also amused by it.
I barely spoke the last 3 hours of the party. I was just sitting on my shitty couch, as Virginia would say, just watching it all.
Just kind of crawled into a shell, and like what happened? I was having such a great time. Yeah. Well, Virginia was out a lot this weekend. I'm not sure. Maybe this is before everything got crazy. Justin said, I got to meet Virginia today. I ate crawfish with the best Cajun ever.
Oh,
Talked about my peanut brittle bit that made the radio months ago around Christmas. Love this lady and listen to their show daily and every morning. Super cool in person. Enjoy a crawfish. Beautiful lady. And there you are. By a food truck, you got crawfish, you got a Lagunitas in your hand. Was that pre-gaming for Bird's party?
It was. So before Bird's party, I went to another party, and I liked the party, y'all. What you want? I was making a little video of the crawfish prep.
Okay.
Those are the people that do our crawfish for the Crawfish Festival coming up June 5th.
Okay.
And so I wanted to give a behind the scenes on how you make the crawfish. And Lagunitas is our official beer of the Crawfish Festival. Thanks to Jim, Bigfoot, your kidney brother. And so, out there where they live, that's the acreage.
Okay.
And all these neighbors are cool AF.
Right.
And they all come over to each other's houses and they do little parties and they like to sit around and drink. And
there was a house out in the acreage that I fell in love with, and it had a pond lake thingy. It had a place to build a wiffle ball field. It just was awesome. It just was too far away, man. But I hear that area is great.
It's awesome.
We just do so much stuff downtown, and
I know.
It sucks.
It took me like 45 minutes to get to my house to their house, but I live far too. So it was out, how you go out North Lake.
Yeah.
Just at the end of that. That's where it was. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that far, though, for the amount of land they get and the peacefulness and just, as I get older, I appreciate stuff like that.
Well, I paid more for this house, the one I got in Gardens, than the one they were asking for out there. And the one out there, and it had acres and a fucking lake, man.
Damn.
Wow.
I always wanted a lake, dog.
Did it have a pool?
No, I'd have, that was the other thing. But lake, I can bathe in a lake, or I can swim in a lake, I should say.
It's not recommended.
Well, lakes are okay.
We got gators, dude.
Dog, backyard lake. I'll be all right.
It'd be all right. Yeah. What could
I
go
would
wrong?
love to sneak in his lake and fucking put like 4 baby gators.
Whispers ain't sneaking in anywhere.
Dude, I'm like a ninja before I have cocktails. You'd never know.
You're like the loudest ninja ever.
I'll
She's like
sneak
a
in.
ninja motorbike.
Yes.
I got an email here from Elmer, said have a good call him out. Went to the Panthers game on Saturday, and Ric Flair was there.
Woo!
He was super nice and taking pictures with fans. It was so awesome to meet the wrestlers you grew up watching on TV. Love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Now, they sent this photo. If you're watching KVJ TV on YouTube, you can see the photo. Now, they sent this. I got to admit, I'm not an expert when it comes to professional wrestling, but I know Ric Flair is. And he has a mask on here. He's got that signature kind of blonde hair, but from at least the nose up, that doesn't look a bit like Ric Flair to me.
Wait, what was the event again? Ric Flair, where was he at?
This was at the Florida Panthers game on Saturday.
I want to do a cross-reference and see if I can see any pictures if he's got that black shirt on. Because it does not look like Ric Flair to me, but Suits had said his hair did look like that.
Yeah, I mean, his hair does look like that. And the only other thing I can say is the Panthers, so context clues, the Panthers are playing the Tampa Bay Lightning, who is the reigning Stanley Cup champs. And I think all the wrestling stuff is in Tampa. And Ric Flair might live in Tampa like a lot of the wrestlers do. If that's the case, he might be a Tampa Bay Lightning fan, so maybe he would be in South Florida. Because that was kind of that was a big game, and then they've got the game tonight, and Stanley Cup playoffs start tomorrow.
So there's a bunch of pictures from him at the Panther game.
Is he wearing a black shirt?
He is. Oh my God! What the?
Whoa.
What's that?
I thought I was getting shot.
It broke. I'm so sorry.
Erin just came barging in here like she was going to shoot you, and then nothing went off. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Happy birthday. Here's a heart attack.
Can't do that to boy. You get too old.
Oh,
Happy birthday to you.
That's amazing. Happy. I can't sing it.
Dear Jaybird. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, y'all. And thank you for not murdering me. Randy.
oh, the confetti cannon.
Holy shit, Randy came in here. Like, we were just talking about ninjas.
Yeah. Right. Kaboom. Kicks the door open.
I got a present
You got a
here.
present.
There you go.
Woo, what is it?
Ooh.
Ooh, that's awesome.
It is a.
Oh, there it goes. What? That was a fail. That was a fail.
We got a pizza floaty.
Oh, it's
A
for your
pizza-
pool.
I love it. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's so
How cool
sweet.
is that, huh?
I can only imagine. They were filming me too. So you know what it looks like when I.
Jaybird's face of horror.
If I had to ever to get murdered, that's what it would look like.
He is the jumpiest bitch.
I can't imagine why. I work with you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
What is that? Whoa.
Cupcakes?
Nothing bunt
Oh,
cakes.
this place is great.
Oh, yeah, remember that Nothing Bun Cake? You were talking about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the guys. I'm so tickled pink. Thank you.
You got
Get
so
in
much
there.
food over there.
Yeah, look at that. Ooh,
Yeah,
it's
show
an
that off.
assortment.
Open those.
Oh.
Yeah, what does that look
Every time
like?
I open something, I open up like a bear.
He rips into things like a grizzly.
Yeah.
Will you shut the fuck up?
Sorry.
I'm sad about the confetti cannon, I'll be honest. I'm sad. I may go get the other one just to see if it'll happen.
Thank you so much, Randy.
Yeah. She's turned into the Nothing Bunt Cake over there. Show that off
The
on
audience
KVJ
definitely wants to
TV.
see. Ooh, look at me.
Look at
Yeah.
those. They're little mini bunt
Oh,
cakes.
it's got icing on them?
Yeah.
It's like a red velvet, that one.
Fat Kevin, do you want
Oh,
one?
Fat Kevin does.
You want one?
Not this Kevin, but Fat Kevin does.
Thank you, guys.
Ah, thank you guys.
Thank you,
Thank you.
That's so sweet.
That was awesome.
That's what's up.
That was awesome. Holy shit.
Yeah, right?
Oh, God.
Surprise.
I say crazy shit. She says crazy shit. I thought they finally got me.
He thinks that we're going to get assassinated one of these days.
It's
Can't
just, it's
imagine
going to be
why.
over.
I can't imagine why I think that.
So you're talking about Ric Flair at the Florida Panthers game. Is that him or not?
Yeah, I think it is. He just looks he looks a little disheveled because Ric Flair is a huge drinker.
Okay.
We're talking power drinker to the core.
Okay.
And
I'd like to see him versus Virginia.
oh no, he gets sad and depressing.
Okay.
No, yeah. Virginia's at least fun. But it does look like Ric Flair. The mask really.
Yeah,
it
when I looked at
changes.
it, I'm like, well, I don't think that's Ric Flair, but yeah, I guess maybe it does add up. I bet it's probably because it was Tampa Bay taking on the Panthers at the BB&T Center.
His hair used to be a lot more golden blonde. It's more white now
Okay.
because I think he's 103.
Wow. Okay, well, there you go. I guess maybe he was at the game.
My heart's racing so bad.
I bet.
She did scare the crap out of you, and that's kind of awesome.
Did you get scared too?
I did a little bit, but I got scared mostly by your reaction.
I know.
I couldn't see what was coming in, but if you were going to freak out, then I thought it was time to freak out too.
Okay. Well, if you are going to murder me, bring a lunch. 'Cause it's going to get weird for you.
And good luck to the Panthers tonight, wrapping up their regular season. They get home ice advantage if they can finish ahead of Tampa Bay in the standings, and they move 2 points ahead of the Lightning into second place in the Central Division with that win on Saturday. Ric Flair. That probably actually drove Ric Flair to drink more.
So people are saying, no way, it's not him. I personally think the one with the mask on does not look like Ric Flair. But people are saying who's there.
Oh, and somebody's saying the Stanley Cup playoffs don't start until May 19th because of COVID. Okay, so they moved that. So, I was going to say, I thought that was a little tight. If they're wrapping up tonight and then the Stanley Cup playoffs start tomorrow, it's pretty quick. Okay, so yeah, a week. You got to wait for those. All right, thank you very much for keeping me up on that. Good luck to our Panthers. Got Emily here, said, after Jaybird fit 9 Twinkies in his mouth, it piqued my curiosity. My husband has the biggest mouth I'd ever seen, or so I thought. I bought a box of Twinkies, and after some drinking, I had him try the challenge.
That's awesome.
He could only fit 7 in his mouth, though, before he was going to choke. Jaybird is truly
Wow.
impressive and an inspiration to many.
I wonder if he pushed and smushed.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe you need to make an instructional video on how to be awesome at this stuff that impresses nobody.
No, that's a good idea. I kind of want to bring our numbers down.
You know, actually, it's taken off. I saw there's somebody that's TikTok famous just for doing the same thing, the one bite challenge. There's this girl, she put a whole McDonald's large fry in her mouth at one time, and that was going crazy on TikTok.
You could do that so easily.
I could get at least 2 McDonald's large fries in my mouth.
Let's take this bitch down.
Do you want me to do that one for this week for the one bite?
Yeah, I think that'd be good to do on Friday. Yeah, see if you
How
can do
many
that.
large fries can you put in there?
I honestly, and maybe
She did one, and like it's all over the place. She just did one McDonald's large fry.
this is again.
Dude,
I know.
French fries smush easy.
I feel like I could get at least 3 larges in my mouth. I honestly do. I could make a big old French fry ball, shove it straight in my mouth.
Yeah.
Let's make a video. 10 people will watch it.
That's what'll happen. I'll put 4
We're
of them.
shadow banned on TikTok.
So I've heard.
I'm so mad.
Somebody had sent us something on that if we are, they typically usually only last 2 weeks for the shadow bans.
Okay, so that's about what it's been, because it took us a week to realize we got shadow banned because we didn't even know like what that was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you should be okay after that. So, yeah, we'll see. It'd be nice.
Yeah, everyone's saying how easy it is to get shadow banned.
Because TikTok has really tight community standards and guidelines, and they'll flag you super fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. We're just trying to figure it out.
Everyone's saying now, drink every time KVJ show says shadow banned.
It's a new term.
And then the other people go, what the fuck is shadow banned?
It just means we're in like TikTok jail.
Yeah. And it's so frustrating for me because I look at my wife and
That's got to burn your
She's
ass.
blowing up on TikTok.
Well, she's killing
video,
us.
That video she just posted yesterday has 1.4 million views.
Damn.
And it's just the way.
I can
just
feel
never
the
win.
anger burning inside you.
So sickening.
Oh, it's totally fucked.
It is.
It's
really,
so
really
fucked. I'm
is.
just as upset as
You
you.
know
but
how much I've read about this and all the studying I've been doing, and she just posts up a stupid ass video and
I don't want to get
like,
mad at
no
my
effort.
birthday.
There's no effort, and yeah, unbelievable. Good for her.
Good for her. That's right.
Yeah, good for her.
She figured it out.
Good for her.
Somebody letting you know about a limited edition snack here that you might want to check out. Little Debbie's Mini Panda Donuts.
Mini pandas.
I don't know if you've tried those.
So those...
Got them at the dollar store. Made me think of V and Bird.
Dunkin' does a good powdered donut.
Huh. I didn't even know they made a powdered panda donut.
Some of those powdered donuts that stay in the package for too long, they get dry and hard, and they're not the best. I'm not saying you can't get moist donuts. You can. But be careful. Check the date.
If you want a donut, just do it right. Go to Dunkin'.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Go get a fresh donut. Any kind of pastry out of a bag. It's not going to be as good as a fresh one.
Well, they have good stuff out there, but we've talked about it before. If you don't have that date on there, it's been out there for a month, it loses so much of its sweet generation.
You're right.
I saw a really kind of crazy stat today, too. She said she got these at the dollar store. It says nearly 1 in 3 new stores opening in the U.S. is a Dollar General.
They're fun.
That's crazy.
Ain't nothing $1, but yeah, they're fun.
About 45% of the 3,597 store openings that large retail chains in the country have announced so far this year are from Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and Family Dollar.
They all have the same smell in there, too. It smells like a fucked up hospital.
Yeah, it's got that smell.
It smells like fuck hospital.
It just doesn't smell. No, that I love the product. I'm not sure.
Imagine if that came in a candle.
Dollar General has some fun people watching.
Well, if you just go...
Even better than Walmart.
If you go into those dollar stores with $20, go in there, you just will find some bizarre shit you didn't even know you wanted. Like a Jesus clock with a palm tree sticking out of it. That's a candle.
Just random stuff you didn't ever think you needed, but you feel like you need to buy because it's only $1.
Yeah, but it makes no sense.
Well, Dollar General's everything is not just $1. So you're thinking Dollar Tree.
Which I don't think is also just $1.
Dollar Tree, everything's $1.
Everything is?
Yep. Some things are even $2 for $1.
Yeah, so Dollar General will have any price.
They have more expensive stuff in there. They do have like cheap shit, but it's not all $1.
Dollar Tree's all $1, and then Family Dollar's just whatever prices, but it's supposed to be like economical.
Right.
Okay.
Family Dollar is a lot like Dollar General.
I wonder if you would make a lot of money if you ordered up your own 85-cent store. Everything there is 85 cents.
And put it right next to Dollar Tree?
Just, you're saying they're killing. So you undercut people by 15 cents. I think you'd still make a profit.
The Dollar Tree by me in Tequesta always has people in it.
Always.
Always.
It always looks like it's the beginning of a hurricane.
And there's always just one register open. And they are not moving fast.
The last one I went to, the girl was talking to, I guess, her boyfriend, and they were talking about whether or not they were keeping their baby because she was pregnant. I go, this is a lot heavier than I wanted for getting a Snickers bar. It was loud. It was uncomfortable.
Damn.
I know.
That's heavy.
Real heavy. Not what I wanted at the Dollar General.
No.
Pretty fucked up. Should I not told that story?
No. I mean, I like the story.
It's real life,
I'm not mad at you.
It's real life.
Amy from Sebastian is curious. She said, a longtime listener, I feel like you guys are part of my family, and all the time I've been listening, if this has been addressed, I definitely missed it. Curiosity is getting the best of me. I understand that Kevin was a fat kid, even having the nickname Fat Kev. My question is, what was his weight? Was he really fat? What made him take control of his weight and transform into the hottie he is now? Well, yeah, Fat Kev is really just kind of the term that we've come up with after the sense. They didn't call me Fat Kev. They called me Butterball, Bubba Chunks. That was a couple that I heard a lot.
Damn.
When I was a fat kid. And if I remember right, I think it was between 8th grade and the summer of 9th grade. I came back a different kid. And I think I weighed 175 when 8th grade ended, and I came back in 9th grade at 119. pounds. So I lost a ton of weight over the summer. And a big part of it, I've told the story, I was at a church camp with my buddy, Sean Halley, and he was a skinny, good-looking kid. There's 2 other girls, and he was kind of like macking on her and trying to be like, hey, go to the hayride, do you want to sit next to us? And he's like, this is my brother. And the one girl's like, that can't be your brother. He's too fat.
Oh, fuck that girl.
I was just like, damn. And that quote, I mean, it was great. She said it. It was terribly painful at the time, but that really drove me. Anytime I thought of eating too much or just having something I shouldn't eat over the summer, that just replayed in my mind. I'm like, I don't want it because it ain't worth it anymore. So that's when it really clicked to me that I wanted to be thin more than I wanted to have any of the crappy food that I'd been eating.
You wanted to get some tail, and you're like, oh, shit. If that's what the ladies think of me, I got to get it together.
Right. I did.
Yeah, I mean, I want to remind the audience there is a major tribute of a song to Fat Kevin. Bohemian Rhapsody. Me and Denny's did a whole, the longest song we've ever done in KVJ history, all dedicated to Fat Kevin.
Do you have it?
We played a long time. It's on our YouTube channel. We'll put it up on our social media, but, it didn't get a lot of spins. A lot of people don't know about it. Deepest song I ever wrote.
Deeper Than Cheese?
Deeper Than Cheese.
That's my favorite song.
Well, it's a 4-minute song dedicated to Fat Kevin.
Yeah.
But they're on the YouTube page. It has pictures of Fat Kevin with the video.
It's legit.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can see right here, this is a photo of me. I had on the number 45, which I had on a fat kid number too. That was our 8th grade basketball team. And so that's one of the photos if you want to see Fat Kev. But you can see, all my friends next to me, they're all pretty thin dudes. So, I was like,
guys, I want to get that fucker a hug.
And then the one kid that I was just talking about, Sean Halley, that was standing there. He's number 11. So see how skinny he looks, like Justin Bieber when he was younger.
But
so
you can check motherfuckers. He can't check anybody.
Yeah. I was okay. I mean, it was all fine with the dudes. I was okay. I had friends, all that kind of stuff. Everything was good with that. So I didn't really think about it. But then it was that age where I started realizing, okay, ladies are not digging this Fat Kev bod, and not to mention the haircut's terrible too.
They don't want that much pudding.
They did not. I had a little too much pudding.
So the one picture that's in that Fat Kevin video, he's drinking a big old soda, and you can tell he's loving it. He got a little soda mustache. My boy, he was legit.
Yeah, there's a photo of Fat Kev right there eating pizza.
That's in the video.
If you want to see that, yeah, that's Fat Kev right there.
Damn, Fat Kev looks sad.
Sad as fuck. I mean, so sad.
Yeah, you see the sadness in there. Eating the pizza, and that's why,
Is that pizza you're eating?
That was pizza, yeah.
Well, then he's not sad there.
That was pizza.
I don't know. He looks pretty sad.
Yeah, see? The pain was there. That's what it...
You didn't look like you were enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't want to be photographed because you were trying to stuff the whole pie in your mouth.
Oh, and here's... there's a big Fat Kev photo right there.
Yep.
Yeah, Fat Kev riding a tractor that was dying. That poor tractor's like, oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, so there you go. That was Fat Kev back in the day.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just to let you know, I am the way I am. I got an email from Veronica. She was talking about the story that I was telling. I guess it was on Friday about when I was first getting into radio and the Acoustic Christmas I was a part of. I was in the promotions team at New York City radio station Z100. And she said, it was a funny story from Kev. I was a sophomore in high school when that happened, and my boyfriend took me to that concert as a Christmas gift. It was the strangest concert. It had Hole, Green Day, Bon Jovi. She said, I remember Sheryl Crow sounded awful. I don't remember Sheryl Crow being there. Maybe she was, but I don't remember her being part of the lineup.
Sheryl Crow sounded awful?
Sometimes if you're strained, I've heard her sound a little rough, but it sounds like she was, not that concert, but when she sounds bad, it's because she's tired, I think.
Maybe, yeah, but I don't remember her being there. I remember Weezer was part of it. They had just gotten going. In fact, I remember Rivers Cuomo. It was early in the days of AOL and the internet. We had a chat room set up backstage, and I was in charge of that. So I was failing miserably at my job because I was, one, supposed to keep Green Day in check, fail, And then 2 was I was supposed to get the AOL chat room up and going, and I was failing at that. I couldn't figure it out.
You were also failing at keeping banners on the wall.
Yeah, well, that was part of the Green Day fail. So, and trust me, my program director was coming around finding me and yelling at me every time he could about how much I was failing and why are all stupid people from Ohio. And so
Damn.
I'm trying very hard to get this thing going. And Rivers Cuomo was nice enough from Weezer. He came and he's a genius at computers, or at least was then.
He is. No,
And he helped you?
Yes, he's the one who got it going. And he's like, dude, I got it. And he took it over. And I heard screaming coming from Green Day's dressing room. And I'm like, can you run this real quick for me? And he's like, no problem, dude. I got it. So he took over and did an extended chat and was so awesome. He was as awesome as Dickie as Green Day was Dickie.
On my radio bucket list or whatever, I want to interview Rivers Cuomo so bad. He's on my number one list. Maybe even above Billy Joel, just because Billy Joel, he's been to the puppet show and I've seen the strings. I think Billy Joel's jaded a bit.
I think Billy's a little angry.
Yeah, it's funny because he has a song called "Angry Young Man." But Billy, I agree. I don't think I'd get what I wanted if I interviewed Rivers Cuomo. He would give me that what I want. I just know he would.
I feel like Rivers would be as cool as Bare Naked Ladies was when we met them.
110% agree.
Yeah, they have that vibe.
They do.
They're just cool as shit.
And they're also very good and interactive with their fans.
Yeah, if they didn't like us, boy, were they good at faking it.
Yeah.
We walked out of that trailer going, I think Bare Naked Ladies loves us.
Well, they had to have liked it because if you're them and they were annoyed with us, that lead singer would not have gone on there and remembered 40 minutes later and said, hey, everybody, look at Magnolia. And then didn't he make Magnolia give everybody the finger?
Yes, and she did it. She was up on my shoulders, and he called her out, and he told her to flip the whole crowd off.
Isn't that
she
awesome?
wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah, you're not doing that shit if you're annoyed.
Yeah, you're right.
So there you go. So she said Green Day was making fun of Bon Jovi, saying how we were playing at the same concert. And honestly, the thing that was so crazy about that, because it was 94, 95, somewhere around there, and Bon Jovi was about 4 or 5 years past their big prime. And man, I was the same way. I was laughing because it was all Green Day was the hottest thing. Weezer was very hot. And there were a lot of alternative bands.
Right.
Z100 was kind of alternative at the time. And I'm like, they don't even fit with who they have in this lineup. And when Bon Jovi took the stage, they were 100 times more popular than any band that was there. It was the craziest thing. I'm like, wow, how about that?
And back in those days, like Billy Joe and the Green Day dudes, I mean, they were their youngest and their angstiest.
Dickiest.
And their dickiest. I mean, you caught them at the worst time.
Yeah.
They're probably a lot cooler now.
Maybe. Yeah, I'd hope so.
maybe.
I'd hope so. The funnest part was because I had to deal with Green Day, and then I saw them later in the summer at Woodstock. They were playing there, and it was all muddy, and they were throwing all this mud around. And I was watching one of the DJs was there. He invited me up, and he was sitting like in the center where the sound booth is. So it was nice. We were away from the mud. This whole thing started off. This melee happened. Billy Joe's like, "Come on, yeah, man," and like got people up on stage. Security's like, "Dude, don't do this. We can't handle this." People were throwing mud and all that kind of stuff, and they hit Billy Joe, and he's like, "Come on up here and fight, fuckers!" And so people started getting up on the stage
and fighting him.
I'm watching, and the guy who was the bass player was a big dick to me too. Somebody came up, a bouncer, and didn't realize he was part of the band and punched him square in the face. I'm like, motherfucker. It was the best thing, and they had to drag him off the stage and like, fuck you guys, we quit. And Green Day ran off stage and they wouldn't play anymore.
I can see them being like, fuck corporate radio.
Just watching the bass player get totally face shoveled was just, and I'm like, it was just the best.
That's awesome.
Fuck corporate radio, even though they're playing all of our music.
Yeah.
That's the thing, the disconnect of youth. You don't realize you're mad at corporate radio. We get it. You hate Z100. We get it. But you're taking it out on an intern that probably made $5 an hour. This guy has no He's not the corporate radio place where your angst should be delivered.
I think that, back in the day, and by the way, I do love Green Day. I love their music, and I'm over it. It doesn't really bother me. It's just part of the story. But,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they really felt like they were playing a part. I'm sure they're a lot more cool now, and they probably get tired themselves out. Just being like, I'm so tired of trying to be angry at everybody and hating all this.
It's exhausting.
It is. I'm sure now they're probably a lot better.
I love this song by them, Warning.
That is one of, you're right. That's one of my
Love
favorites.
without war.
That's
It's
probably
so
my
good.
favorite Green Day song.
And
Absolutely.
the other one, too, Waiting. I've been
Yeah.
waiting a long time.
They've got a lot of really good songs. I said Aunt Courtney Love was fucked up and showing her crotch and smoking a joint that looked like a bat. Yeah.
Wow.
She was really wrecked. I remember the one thing that did stand out to me being there. She had her daughter. Her name was Frances Bean. And a cute, adorable little girl. She was very little. She was probably 3 or 4, and she had a cute little coat on, some earmuffs, and she was just holding her ears. It was so loud, and her mom was such a mess, and they were trying to shoo her daughter away. It was really kind of sad. I saw that. Yeah, it was a little too real. I was like, okay, it's not as fun.
Sucks about her, if you look back, she was a really good actress. I think she could have done a lot of good stuff. She was great in Larry Flint. She was great in Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
And then you forget she had some fucking good songs, too.
That song Malibu by Hole, I love that song. That is a great song.
Yeah, and the other one, I'll make my bed out. That's a great song, too.
She had some really good stuff as well. But yeah, it's like she felt like she had to be extra messed up for everybody.
There's a video footage of her. She's doing a show, and she's on stage. And I guess someone keeps flashing a picture of Kurt Cobain, and she finally stops the show. Quit fucking flashing that picture. Go to a fucking Foo Fighters concert. Where's your fucking Dave Grohl?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's right. She hated Dave Grohl.
Well, then there's those rumors that she killed Kurt Cobain.
There's actually a story out today about like some new FBI report that's like a bunch of pages long about what happened to Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, right. I think I saw a little blurb on that.
I didn't get a chance to dig deep into it. I wanted to dig deep.
I like it in a timely fashion. It's only been 30 years.
Yeah, well, I think there was a biography recently that came out about it. Maybe it's on Netflix or something like that.
Okay.
And I think they do have one up there. That people still are not letting that go. Like, it might be something more than suicide. So, I don't know.
Has anybody seen the Son of Sam special on Netflix? Because there's supposed to be something with that whole thing that was a newer twist. That's how they show the little preview. Go,
Okay.
what you think about the Son of Sam? You don't know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, is it worth what they got going on there?
Yeah.
Has anyone seen that? They're promoting it big time on Netflix.
I have not seen that, but there's a lot of good stuff.
They love
out there.
they love giving murderers a whole docu-series now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is not only in podcasts, in documentaries and everything. People love watching murder.
They really do.
It is really crazy, the phenom that it is. People are fascinated by those stories.
And then I think about someone like an Edward Kemper. Edward Kemper's that big, I think it's like 6'8". He'd pick up co-eds, Virginia, kill them 2 at a time.
Oh.
He's in jail. He's in prison now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's all these documentaries about him. And the Mine Hunters, there's a big section of that. He clearly knows all this is going on, right? He knows there's a series about him. He knows there's documentaries.
Probably.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Isn't
Definitely.
that the MO? A lot of times these guys love that. They love to have people talk about them. In fact, for a lot of them, that's the motivation as to why they do this.
But do you think he'll get to watch that?
I don't know.
I know, man. I think you shouldn't be able to.
I think different prisons have different things, you know? I think it just matters what
do.
state you're
Yeah.
in.
You're right.
What if you're in a federal lockup.
Also,
or-
too, if you're able to bribe the guards, which definitely does happen, because Ted Bundy got his
Right.
woman,
Yeah.
his wife.
That's the variable. Any guard on any given day possibly could be negotiated.
Yeah.
You don't know. I'm sure most guards you can't buy, but there's always a bad apple in every bunch.
What sucks is if he's able to watch those movies, he's probably jerking off watching that. He's like, oh, can you believe I got a movie made? Which is pretty fucked up, no? But we love it.
It's very fucked up.
It's fucked up.
But we do love
But
it.
we love it,
I
though.
know.
We are part of the problem.
Talking about the different states, my oldest son, had mentioned to me yesterday. Do you hear about the guy in South Carolina who's on death row and he doesn't want to do the the drugs that they normally do.
He wants the firing squad.
It's crazy, right?
Well,
Which I guess maybe it's not, because I guess those drugs are painful. Like, you can really feel them coursing through your veins. It's not a good way to die.
if you watched the John Wayne Gacy documentary, as I did, you know that sometimes shit goes wrong with that too. I think it took him like 40 minutes, 30 minutes to die. Complications.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Fascinating
Firing
stuff.
squad. You just hope every bullet doesn't. You just hope you're not dying for. Guys, I'm not dead yet. Please.
Right. Yeah.
You guys didn't hit any major
You
arteries.
shot me 18 times.
I'm
but-
just
Got
over
me in
here.
each hand,
hurting.
each foot.
Burns. It burns.
Yeah.
But out of all of those, I'd probably firing squad might be the best mode. No,
He may have researched it. Maybe you're right. That might be
I
the
don't
right
see
way to
you
go.
having to worry about that.
the night before would be the worst. Knowing
Yeah.
walking the Green Mile.
Yeah.
Could you eat? I couldn't.
Horrible thoughts.
I know they say your last meal is supposed to be so awesome, but how you going to enjoy it?
Because you know, as soon as you get electric, you're gonna shit yourself.
Right. Well, for Jaybird's birthday, he had several requests. One of them we tried to do to wrap up the regular show. Weren't able to make it happen, but now I believe that things are ready here.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's with Jaybird's dad. Jaybird had one last birthday request, and he was wanting Virginia to be a part of this. Now, I know that you guys have thrown a moniker out at his dad before.
I have not. This is all Virginia. She keeps on talking about it. I don't think my dad knows what it means. It breeds confusion.
Yeah, I know when I had stepped away, I had a charity event to do on Palm Beach a couple months ago, and I had listened in. I heard you guys were talking to Jaybird's dad about being a DILF, and he seemed confused.
I
to
was
the term.
offended. I was offended by it, Kevin.
Yeah. So the request specifically is for Virginia to, I guess, let him know.
Well, you need to tell my dad what a DILF is and why he is a DILF.
All right, bring him on.
Dad? Dad?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good, bud. Happy birthday again. How do you feel? You happy? You're 44?
Oh, yeah, I am. You usually add a year. He usually will say I'm 45. Yeah. Okay. He used to do that a long time ago.
I told people in the hall you were 56.
No one believes that. No one believes a witch. Yeah, how's it going?
I wanted to say hello to Virginia and Kevin.
Hey, Randy, how are you, bud?
Oh, good. Hanging in there.
Good, man. Good.
Hey, Dad,
Miss you.
tell Kev how much you like this sports show.
Yeah. I did enjoy it. I used to listen to it.
You know,
Bring it back sometime, maybe.
well, you know what? Jaybird was talking about how you like the tennis thing, and you are definitely more equipped to talk about that. So if I ever bring it back, you have to be my official tennis correspondent.
That'd be awesome.
I
I'd love to do it.
I'd fucking love that.
Wouldn't that be fun? That'd actually be fun. I'm not sure if anybody'd listen, but I would love it. I mean, myself and Randy doing a sports show together, and we just talk tennis.
You guys would do very well.
Okay. That
Oh,
might
shit,
happen.
I'll produce it.
Okay. Family affair. Now, Jaybird had an odd request for his birthday. We've been taking care of him. He had an amazing birthday today, fun parties over the weekend, all kinds of gifts today.
Yeah, Dad, you're not going to believe this, but Camille's put me on their menu. You can get the bird style pizza at Camille's.
Wow, you made it now.
Yeah, right?
You made it.
I mean, the bird sauce and butt chicken and seafood, and now the pizza at Camille's.
This is called a legacy. You're
Yes.
building your
Yeah.
legacy.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, so there you go. That's good stuff. Now, Randy, I had heard you. Unfortunately, I didn't get to talk to you last time you were on the show because I had to jump out for a charity event, but I heard they were talking to you. And I know, Virginia, everybody's very complimentary. You are a very handsome gentleman, always have been, and very distinguished. You are how every guy wants to look as they get going
funny.
on. And, yeah, you were just the model for it. Hopefully one day you look half as good. And so Virginia, I guess, keeps confusing everything here by talking about a DILF and all that. And I know when I had heard you talk, you were a little confused as to what that is, and I'd like to hear it as well.
Yeah, my dad didn't know what that meant.
I didn't come up with it. So, Jaybird, when you were in town, Mr. Pennington, he posted pictures of the two of you in the swimming pool together. There was pictures of y'all frolicking, and then he posted some pictures when you were like younger and he was a baby.
And then I found out that it wasn't actually me; it was my little sister Becky. But still, the message was there.
So a lot of people had commented about, oh, Randy's a DILF.
But hold on, she's backtracking a little bit.
No,
Dad.
that's true.
She kept on coming up in here on the microphone going, your dad is a DILF. Your dad is a DILF. Your dad is a fucking DILF.
Yeah.
Well, I do think that you're a good-looking man, and I think that definitely, I mean, are you single? Are you with somebody? What's going on there?
Oh yeah, I'm with somebody. Yep.
Okay, all right.
I have a significant other out here in Texas.
You know, it's
Okay.
amazing. It sounds like you're making Jaybird's dad as uncomfortable as you make Jaybird.
I'm pretty sweaty right now.
Yeah, that's amazing. She has this power on all Pennington men where when they talk to her on the radio, they get very awkward and uncomfortable, and they hate every minute of it. So she has a power for that. That's good.
It's a little cool out here, and I have my flannel on, but now I'm starting to take my flannel off. It's
Yeah,
getting pretty
yeah.
hot.
Hold on, Dad. You're going to get the witch kind of wet over here.
So,
What's the matter with you?
wow, good heavens.
Oh my!
No, yeah,
Dad,
Randy, I
I
hear
didn't
you.
expect the X-rated.
Yeah, I know. Randy, you know what? The sports show's not going to be like this. Just to let you know. Yeah, we're
I
not.
think it would be a little bit better. Yep.
Yeah, we're not
Dad.
going to have this kind of talk on a sports show.
Dad, I'm so sorry. I'm just doing my job right now.
That's all right. That's okay. I'm cool with it. That's okay. It's all in fun anyhow.
Yeah, it's all in fun. He's having a great time here. So, Virginia, can you?
I'm not surprised. I've listened to the podcast quite a bit, so
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, this is-
Yeah.
you know
I
what to
kind of
expect.
figured I was in for the hot seat.
It's
Yeah.
naughty. It's a little naughty.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's all in fun.
So did you ever learn what the acronym is? It's DILF, but each...
Yeah, I did, and it's still a little confusing to me because they have the MILF too, I think, and the DILF, and
Yeah.
I tried to read it and Google it a couple times, but I still haven't gotten. I'm a little more clear on it now.
I wouldn't be careful what you're Googling, Dad.
Well,
Yeah,
in
I
the
know.
comments, there was a lot of comments on your picture from the pool. They also, on top of calling you a DILF, also called you a silver fox and a juicy daddy. So
Okay, all right, Siddiqui.
Yeah,
What is tell my dad what
Poor guy. I mean,
DILF is DILF is
Yeah.
Daddy I'd like to F. So
Oh yeah, okay.
That's
Yeah,
what they were
I
saying.
figured it was.
yeah, that's what they were saying.
so
My dad's Googling.
That got me in a little bit of trouble, with my lady. A little
Yeah.
bit. Like,
Yeah,
I was in the hot seat when I got back, but that's all right.
Sorry, we didn't know.
that's
We didn't want to make any trouble in your relationship.
And if
so
you
Virginia does.
and if you ever call my dad a juicy daddy again, I swear to God, Siddiqui.
Silver fox, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I told Jay Bird that he's 44 now, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm 44. I'm 44.
And it's really great because in 6 more years you can sign up for AARP, and it's a great organization.
Yes.
Let's not get political, Dad.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm kidding.
Randy, it's always great talking to you, bud. And hopefully the next time we have you on, it's not going to be so uncomfortable for you.
Yeah, thank you. Just give me a little warning beforehand, but
Yeah.
that's all right. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I-
And I'll be looking for that sports show, and I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to
Yeah.
be a co-host.
Okay, no doubt.
Oh, I love it.
You definitely are in there. We just got to think of the catchy title now. We'll work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys take care.
All right,
All right,
Dad.
you
Good talking to you, Randy.
too.
Thanks for calling in, Dad. I love you.
Love you too. Always nice talking to y'all.
Okay,
Aw.
buddy. Take care, Randy. All right, there you go.
No, that was great fun.
There you go. Now he knows.
Kevin and the DILF. That's it could be a show.
Yeah, I think, yes. I was thinking about it. You got to work DILF in there somehow, right?
Fuck it. Go ahead. Sexualize my dad. I don't care. he seemed pretty cool with it, actually.
Hey, why not, right?
Look, you still got it.
Yeah.
Well, as we get older, just the fact that anybody's out there calling you somebody who's looking good, that's a compliment.
Yeah.
Take it at any age.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday, Bird.
Thank you guys for a great.
Happy
to-
birthday.
Yeah, thank you to everybody on the show. Thank you to Randy, our program director, and everyone we work with. You guys did an awesome job celebrating.
Yep. You guys enjoy your Monday. See you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.